What's up, YouTube friends? I'm Brian Hewitt of Hewitt Films, and today I'm talking about the Heidi Allen case. Today I'm talking about the confidential informant card and Deputy Sheriff Chris Van Patten. Now let me give you a little background on why Heidi Allen became a confidential informant. Heidi Allen went to a party, and she was at this party, but she was watching a child at the time. The child was in a car, and when the police showed up at the party, it must have been a loud party, someone must have called the cops, they found Heidi Allen in the house, the baby in the car, and Heidi Allen was only 15 years old. So it says, when police arrived at the Point Pleasant house, they contacted Heidi Allen's mother. She got called because Heidi was only 15 and the baby she was watching in the car asleep. Heidi Allen's uncle, Russell Sturtz, was a town justice in New Haven. Martha Sturtz told investigators tension between Allen and her parents led to a person in need of supervision petition for Allen, also known as PIN's petition. Sturtz says her husband intervened to help his teenage niece. She was at these parties, and so she wouldn't get in trouble, he contacted somebody, and if she gave them information, they wouldn't charge her. Now, if you don't believe Heidi Allen was a confidential informant, that shows it all. She even had a code name, Julia Roberts. And the deputies at the time when this was going on, when it came back to trial in 2014, the sheriffs were saying that, well, she was on the books, but she didn't do anything. But I saw stuff in this blog, and there's articles after articles after articles. I'll leave a link down below. There's articles and articles of stuff, and I can't find it right now, otherwise I would have put it in here too. But there's a thing that said there was an acid dealer and weed dealers, and I mean, she was giving information. Don't think that she wasn't giving information, folks. She was giving information. Another problem was this Chris Van Patten. He was a sheriff in Oswego, was telling people that they had a confidential informant in New Haven. Check this out.
The only real knowledge I have of any of this at all is that I remember Chris, when I was DJing at Champ's Corners, it's how long it goes back because it was Champ's Corners, he came in one time and told me that he was doing an undercover drug operation, undercover drug sting in there. And
at
Champ's.
Oh.
Him and everybody knows Chris was a cop. And him and three of his buddies walked in, you know, I mean, it's a redneck bar, and here you got three guys dressed like you walking around the bar. Are you guys going to, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it was still Leo at the time, yeah. Yeah, this was like, 93?
Yeah.
93, 94 at the latest, you know what I mean? I got out of the military in 91, August of 91, so it was in between, excuse me, I can't even say it was past the Heidi Allen abduction. It was sometime before the abduction until, from 91 until then, and that's the time frame. Because I never seen Chris basically afterwards. I started working out of town and didn't go to the bars and had kids and shit, so I wasn't out and about, so I never seen him again. But, yeah, I mean, it was more, you know, just what she asked me, what of the rumors have you heard up there about the Heidi Allen case? And I was just like, well, you know, this, that, and basically was. And the only thing I had heard is that he told me myself, which I thought was odd from the day one, but I was good friends with him, so, you know, it was idle chit-chat, but he had told me that they had a girl from New Haven that was a CI that they were using in there, and they were getting ready to do a big bust over there. And then, wham, the Heidi Allen thing comes down, you know. But I mean, that was about the only real information that I had about that, is that he told me that she was a CI at the time. You know what I mean?
Chris told you.
Chris told me this.
When did he tell you this?
92 or 93. You know.
Why was he telling you that?
Just an idle chit chat about, you know, that was when I was in the fire department. And
were you into your drug scene, or did you know about the drugs?
I knew about the drug scene.
Were you an informant?
No. And I wouldn't waste my time with him, man. I mean,
Her confidential card with her name and her picture was dropped in the parking lot where she worked. Guess who dropped it? Chris Van Patten. I think that's very careless of a cop to drop a confidential informant's card in a parking lot for anybody to find, with her picture, with her address, with her phone number, and her code name. Something else I saw in this blog that I found interesting was a picture of Chris Van Patten in the same yearbook with none other than Roger Breckenridge. Sure, they could have been going to the same school at the same time. Doesn't necessarily say that they knew each other. I mean, I have a whole yearbook of people that I used to go to school with, and some of them I never knew. It doesn't really prove anything, but I mean, it is strange. So there you have a little information about the confidential informant card. There's a lot more to it. I'm sure if you did some digging, you'd figure out some things yourself. I'm going to leave a link down below to this blog so that you guys can look it up and check out the information that I've been looking at. I'm Brian Hewitt of Hewitt Films. If you like this video, leave a like, comment down below. Please subscribe to Hewitt Films. Thank you.